Hello, I'm not sure if any one of you are already watching, but if you can hear me, let me know. Maybe drop me a comment or something. I've just joined earlier, but I don't have my microphone with me. So, as in, hi Maverick and Daniel, are you all able to hear me? Do let me know if you can hear me. I can also type in comment, right? Okay, can you all hear me? Yes, Maverick. Okay, thank you very much. Just hang on for a few minutes. We're gonna start the live very soon. Today we're gonna go through our just very simple P4 science revision. Okay, good. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. I'm not sure if I'm at this like week. Are you done with your school exam in like in your P4 for your P4 science? I think some of you might have already finished your end of year exam. No, not yet, but should be soon, right, Daniel? I think your end of year exam should be within this week or next week. So hopefully, this revision will be timely to prepare you for your exam tomorrow. Wow, just nice. Okay, Faralicious 87. Okay, so hopefully, how come it's not on Friday? Oh yeah, Friday we also have another one, and but Friday is for P5 science. Yeah, so today is P4, and then Friday you will see Teacher Jody, right? Teacher Jody will be around, and then she will go through P5 science with you all. Hi, honey. Hello, everyone. My science exam is tomorrow. Okay. I'll just call you Kavi. Yes, I think a lot of your like your science exam should be soon, either this week or next week. Honey, you got 88 out of 100 on P5 and got some wrong for your P4 topics. Okay. P4 topics, yeah, I guess is still important, right? Hopefully, I mean, for those who are in P5, ultimately you want to prepare for your P6 next year, right? So in P6, yeah, everything will be tested. Yeah, I guess it's a good choice to like revise your P4 science also. And of course, at the same time, right, at the end of the lesson, you will also, of course, get to win some stuff if you stay long enough to join the Kahoot, right? My P5 science is tomorrow. Yeah, but in your P5 science, your P4, P3, P4 science will also be tested, right? So I am teacher KH. Yes, I cannot see your name, but which chair are you? I am teacher KH, or you can yeah, call me teacher Lim, or yes, I teach science. I'm not sure if y'all remember me, but I don't think y'all remember me because P4, have I hosted P4? I don't remember hosting P4. Yep. I'm from the bootcamp. Yes, yes. I did the bootcamp for P5, if you remember me. Okay. Haven't got your results any. I hope you will do well. You're from the bootcamp. Yes, I'm from the bootcamp. Yep, I hosted the bootcamp. So I suppose you attended the bootcamp. You only know teacher Jody. Well, it's good to know a few more teachers. Okay. Oops, I joined the wrong lesson, but tomorrow is my P4 math exam. P4 math exam. Well, I'm not sure if you want to go and prepare for your math exam, but I guess if your science is not over yet, you can, of course, stay around and learn some science. Watch a tutorial you saw me. You're talking about lesson tube. Is it JSL? I guess it is lesson tube, right? Do you know Cheryl? I know a lot of Cheryl, I guess. Are you talking about teacher? Or I do have some colleagues who are also said Cheryl, okay? Lim 592, you mean teacher Cheryl? Teacher Sherilyn, yes. She teach maths, right? Yep. Okay. Valerie, you got 40 out of 56 for MCQ. Actually 40 out of 56 is not very good because it means you made 8 mistakes. So hopefully you can try to narrow down to less than 5 mistakes, okay? Jonathan, yes, I am KH, yes. Which center are you from? I am teaching in one of the center. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult to find out which center I teach at because during the bootcamp, I did introduce myself, right? So I did talk about which center I am teaching at. Marketing one. Oh, Cheryl. Yes, yes, we do have a Cheryl from marketing. I mean, how come? How do you know like our marketing colleague? Or maybe she does the TikTok stuff also very early on. Yeah, we me and teacher Jody are the ones who manage the science curriculum for A grader. So hopefully, so far you all enjoy the curriculum for A grader, right? So okay, I think it's about time that we can get started with today's lesson. Okay, today we are gonna go through not a lot of stuff. Should be pretty simple, pretty easy. All right, let us get started with maybe question one. All right, we go through one question, then we talk a bit, then go through one question. All right, and then hopefully at the end with about, let me think at what time, about 8:20. Okay, we will host the Kahoot, and then hopefully you can win some prizes. All right, let me just make sure you can see the question. Okay, question one. Which of the following is a living thing? All right, I'm sure if most of you are in P5, if you should be able to identify which one is a living thing, right? Identifying which one is a living thing is not too difficult, but hopefully you remember all your concepts, right? So concepts such as how do you identify a living thing? So you can identify living things by a few characteristics. Number one, such as do they reproduce? Okay, I'm trying to write neatly. Okay, do they grow? Do they respond to changes in the surrounding? Respond, okay, to changes. Okay, what else? They of course need air, food, and survive to grow. Not to grow, sorry, to survive. Okay, they need air, food, and water. Okay, okay, water to. Oh no, my handwriting. Okay, okay. Water to survive. Okay, what else? What else do they need? They need sunlight, Daniel. No living things are not characterized by the need for sunlight. Plants, they do need sunlight, okay? Sunlight is needed by plants. So obviously when you go through, is fan a living thing? No, fan is not a living thing because number one, they do not reproduce, they do not grow, they do not need air, food, and water, but they do need electricity to run, right? Okay, aeroplane is also not, because aeroplanes also do not grow, they do not reproduce, right? It'll be pretty amazing if the aeroplane can reproduce. Then suddenly you have a mini airplane. Okay. Trolley is of course obviously not. Trolley, they don't even respond, right? Like some of your fans, they have sensors that can respond to the surrounding. Okay, aeroplane, they also have sensors that can respond to the surrounding. I'm sure you know that the last one, option three, is a living thing, right? This looks like a cat. I'm sure some of you all will also have maybe a cat at home, okay? And then you should be pretty familiar that number three is a living thing. Speed run, if I speed run, I think I can finish like maybe in 10 minutes, and then like we got nothing to do. Okay, so we don't speed run, we just do normal run, all right? Three, yes, very good. I think all of you are pretty good in your science, because some of you are probably like P5 also joining, right? Okay, can go through faster for MCQ. I mean, sure. Okay, maybe I will go through question two now, all right? Okay, question two, study the classification chart below. So hopefully you all still remember how to read your classification chart. Okay, always read from the top, right? This is the header. So the header will tell you, okay, what kind of things are we looking at? In this case, we're looking at animals, right? Animals can be classified into 6 legs or 2 legs. Okay, so 6 legs, I'm sure you know we use it to classify insects, right? Okay, insects, they have 6 legs, they will have 3 segmented body parts. Okay, so from the chart, we can see that from 6 legs, then it is split into 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, does not have wings, has 4 wings. Okay, and then the other side of the animal is has 2 legs, has 2 wings. Okay, let me just read on first because next part of the question is asking you based on the classification chart. So whatever you deduce must be based on the chart itself, okay? Which groups A, B, C, D would you place the following in? Okay, I'm sure we are also very familiar with this thing over here because it's our favorite mosquito, right? It's our favorite mosquito. I don't know if it is your favorite, but growing up, because I stay on the second floor, right? So there's a lot of mosquito, and when we were young, we don't have like aircon. We will get bitten by mosquito pretty frequently. So, but nowadays, I think most of you will probably stay in a better condition, right? There's more awareness about mosquito. But I'm sure mosquito, looking at the diagram, right, you can see the six legs. You can, of course, barely see the three body parts. And then we also must identify the, okay, two wings. Right, why do we want to identify the two wings? Because it is part of the classification chart, right? If you look at the classification chart, it is talking about wings. Okay, so definitely the path to choose will be over here, has six legs. Okay, from there, then which one do you pick? Okay, has two wings. Right, so this one also not too difficult. You should be able to identify which is the one by tracing and by looking at six legs, right? Six legs, okay, definitely not four legs, okay, definitely have wings. And of course, has two wings, right? So from here, you will know that the answer is option 2, B, okay? Which outlet do I teach at? I'm not sure if I want to say, but if you want to find out, well, you can ask around. Maybe you will find out soon. Okay. So those who just joined, we are going through P4 Science, and if your exam is not over yet, yep, you're just in time to maybe do some recap, right, for your exam. Tomorrow is my exam, Jaden. Yes, just nice, just in time. Susanna says it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Of course, MCQ is easy, but it will not be that easy to get like all your MCQs correct, right? I think your aim should be try to get all your MCQs correct. Tomorrow is the science exam, right? So I hear a lot of y'all say like tomorrow is your science exam. Yes, good luck for your exam. Of course, you need luck, but above all, I think it's very important to work hard also. All right. Okay, I hope you all was able to see the question. Okay, spiders are not insects because it has eight legs. Yes, okay, that is a very good info. Yeah, spiders are not insect because they have eight legs, right? Tomorrow is the last paper. Tomorrow ASL, tomorrow last paper. Good. That means you can enjoy already. Is that called yes? Then there will be Kahoot at around 8:20 at the last 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, if you're P4, then good. Cherry is a P4, right? Okay, I think we can move on to the next question. The next question is also not too difficult. All right. Question 3, which of the following is the best conductor of heat? Okay, I'm sure you know what is the best conductor of heat, right? Because looking through the list of material, okay, what do we see? We see metal, and then after that we see paper, plastic, and ceramic. Okay, very quickly, you should be able to identify metal as a good conductor of heat. Okay, but looking through the other materials, I'm sure you can also quickly identify these two, right? Paper, especially paper and plastic, they are definitely poor conductors of heat, right? But ceramic is also a poor conductor of heat. A lot of students actually mistaken ceramic and glass as good conductor of heat, right? So be very careful about ceramic and glass, all right? So they are also a poor conductor of heat. So to make it easy for you all, you just need to remember metal, right? All kinds of metal are good conductor of heat. All kinds of non-metal, usually we classify them as poor conductor of heat. Metal is the only good conductor of heat, Ariel. That will be a very good way and easy way for you to remember your science concept. Okay, he said one three times. Yeah, I'm sure you all know which one is the answer, but so there's really no need to spam the answer. The answer is obviously number one. If you pick number five, then I don't know what to say, but okay, answer is definitely number one. But are there any other things that you can share about good conductors of heat? Like metal is a good conductor of heat. Okay, what else? 6, 4 equals to 3. Why is metal a good conductor of heat? Oh, why is metal a good conductor of heat? You will need to understand how do electrons work. So that you will study in, let me think, Sec 3. If you manage to pick up physics in Sec 3 and Sec 4, actually you will learn it in, I also don't remember, yeah, Sec 3, Sec 4, all right? So the reason why metal is a good conductor of heat is something beyond what you all learn right now. Okay, so you all need to learn science a few more years before you really can have the knowledge. All right, so they have a lot of free electrons. Okay, just spill water on the floor. If I mop it dry faster due to evaporation, is it because rate of evaporation of exposed surface area? Okay, Yen Boon, yeah, you're asking me about water and evaporation, but that one is a P5 topic. Yes, okay, increasing surface area. That is very good concepts. Okay, question 3. Let's quickly write down the answer. Right, the answer is number 1. And then we move on. Why is ceramic a poor conductor of heat? Yeah, okay. So you are not really tested on explaining why is it a poor conductor of heat or why is it a good conductor of heat. Okay. So I try not to move into things that are too complicated. Okay, especially because this is a P4 lesson. I know most of y'all maybe are not P4, maybe P5 or even P6. Okay, nothing to do, right? PSLE finished already, then waiting to like win some prizes for the Kahoot, is it? Let's quickly move on to question 4. Question 4 is a question on light. Very quickly, once you see this question, right, it is asking you, look at the picture below. You see a lamp, right, which is the light source. And when you see a light source, you see a book, you see Sue, right? She's being very hardworking. So she is studying at night because you need a lamp. At night, there's no light, all right? Which one of the following explains, which of the following diagram explains why Sue can see and can see the book on the table? Okay, so when we are able to see something, okay, what is the reason why? It is due to light, okay, can enter our eyes. Okay, so when light enter your eyes, yes, it's reflected off an object, then it will enter your eyes, then you'll be able to see something, correct? So in order for her to see the book, the light from the lamp must land on the book, and then after that, it will reflect into her eyes. Okay, so remember this, a lot of students, right, they all make the mistake of drawing like this. Okay, so remember your eyes don't shoot out light. Okay, if your eyes shoot out lights, then I don't know what to say. Like then at night you don't need to bring torchlight or anything. Can just depend on your light, then you can see a lot of things. Okay. So in this case, which of the following shows the correct diagram? Right, definitely not number 1. Just now I was saying, right, your eyes cannot be a light source. Okay, your eyes cannot give out light. Okay, so if any one of you can, let me know. I'll call the police to catch you. Okay, no, just joking. So number 2 is also definitely wrong. Okay, your eyes cannot shoot out lights, right? So number 3 looks pretty similar to what I've drawn. Okay, so the light source give out light and then is reflected into her eyes. So we clearly know the answer is number 3. Number 4, the diagram is kind of incomplete, right? So although number 4 is not really wrong, but between number 3 and number 4, you probably want to choose number 3 and not choose number 4. Okay, any question about these question or even just questions on the topic of light? Want to confirm good conductor of heat means will keep warm longer or shorter. A good conductor of heat will lose heat quickly and also gain heat quickly. So by right, it should keep you warm shorter, right? If you wear something that is a good conductor of heat, it will cause your body to lose heat faster. So it will keep something warm for a shorter period of time. Okay, can I explain what? Sorry, I was just looking at Auntie Wong. Sorry, Auntie Wong, you want me to explain what? Okay, I'm not sure if I missed out anything, but I'm trying to scroll up and see if I missed out anything. Okay, so remember, good conductor of heat will gain heat fast, lose heat fast. Poor conductor of heat will gain heat slow, lose heat slow. I was lagging. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm not so sure why. Okay, I hope the lag is already over. So ice is good conductor of heat. No, ice is not a good conductor of heat. Remember, only metal is a good conductor of heat. Everything else is considered a poor conductor of heat. All right. What factors affect the rate of evaporation and how can we demonstrate this with a simple experiment? Oh my goodness, how do I answer this, right? So hopefully you still remember your P5, right? Factors that affects the rate of evaporation is your WET, wind, exposed surface area, and temperature, right? A simple experiment to demonstrate, yeah, you can spill water, right? Just now someone was talking about mopping the floor, right? And then you spread out the water, right? That will demonstrate exposed surface area. You can use a fan, okay? If you accidentally spill water or you eat halfway, then you spill on your shirt, right? You want to dry it quickly, then you can put it under the sun, right? So these are all things that you go through on your everyday life, which are very good demonstration of hi, how is your seat? User blah 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 blah. Yes, your seat is quite comfortable, but I prefer my hard plastic seat. Okay. Okay, how about steel? Okay, wait, weighing limb. Okay, what do you mean by how about steel? I mean, steel is a metal, so metal is a good conductor of heat. Okay, any other question? Hopefully you can ask maybe questions regarding your P4 science, right? Okay, if not, aluminium is also a metal, so it's also considered a good conductor of heat, right? All metal, aluminium, gold, silver, what else? Okay, copper, all these are considered good conductor of heat. Oh my goodness, all the P5 are here asking about your P5 exam happening tomorrow, is it? But your there's gonna be a P5 live on Friday, so maybe you attend that live on Friday, then you can ask a lot more questions. Yes, ice is a poor conductor of heat. Remember, all non-metals are poor conductor of heat. All right. Where do you get the worksheet? Okay, you can. I think there's a link in the bio where you can download the worksheet, or you can go to the A Grader website, right? A Grader website, and then go to the live section. You can download the worksheet there. All right. Copper, yes, copper is a good conductor of heat. Okay, so let us move on to the OEQ section. Okay, we answer a few questions, then I answer a few questions from your, and then slowly but surely we will get over it. All right. Leaves and stem, chloroplast. Okay, all these are all like P5 question already. Okay, oh, you're talking about question 5. Sorry, I thought what are you talking about. Okay, fill in the correct parts of the plant in the table below. Okay, because in P4, the parts of the plant that you'll learn is very easy. It's only leaf, stem, roots, right? So in this case, if the question is asking you, it makes food for the plant, what makes food for the plant? Hopefully you know it is the leaf. Okay, leaves. And then for part B, it holds the plant upright. Okay, so I saw someone say roots. Okay, roots do not hold the plant upright. Okay, something that holds the plant upright is your stem. Okay, remember your roots. Okay, hold it firmly to the ground. Okay, to the ground. All right. So be careful, right? I think like a lot of your kind of like, oh, I see the word whole, right? Immediately must be roots. Okay, so not necessary, not all the time. Look out for the word, okay, upright. All right. Sure, if I put water, sunlight, and air for photosynthesis, can I get marks? It depends on what the question is asking for. If the question is asking for what is needed for photosynthesis, then you are wrong, because there's a lot more to photosynthesis. All right. Okay. This is a red swastika paper, right? It is actually a mixture of two papers. All right. Why leaf, not chloroplast? Okay, because in P4 they have not learned about the chloroplast yet. Okay, so this is a P4 paper, but of course in P5, okay, maybe you can talk about chloroplast. But if you look at the question carefully, it is asking you about the plant parts, okay, not the cell parts. So, right, not chloroplast, it will be the leaf. Roots is for the ground, while stem is yes, okay, stem is for you to hold it upright so it can grow towards sunlight and take in more sunlight. Okay, but I put P4 but learn already. Well, it's good to revise some of your P4 science. Okay, GSL, I did today's science lesson. You told me not referring. Oh, okay, I'm getting a bit confused. So the question just asked, what does the plant need to photosynthesize? Okay, yeah, then I think what is your name? Okay, the things are scrolling too fast. Yes, if the question is asking you what do plants need during photosynthesis, then yeah, probably correct. Okay, water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight or light. All right. Harder question, please. Okay, slowly but surely we can move on to question 6. Okay, at the back there's one question which is a bit more difficult. So hopefully speed run. I cannot speed run, and then speed run. I was saying if I really want to speed run, then like I can finish it in 15 minutes. But the purpose is not to speed run through the question, right? The purpose is to maybe we can interact and we can learn something from each other. All right. Okay, let me quickly go through question 6. Question 6. Okay, Alia place a magnet. I'm sure you are very familiar with your magnet. I hope. Okay, so she placed a magnet near a steel paper clip. Right, once you see the question, steel is actually a magnetic material. Okay, the paper clip moves towards the magnet. So this is what will happen, right? When you bring a magnet near a magnetic material, it will move towards the paper. Is because they will attract each other. So for part A, the question is not too difficult, right? The magnet exerts a what on the paper clip? Okay, so in this case, it will be better to write it exerts a force of attraction. Okay, because typically we call it a magnetic force, right? Magnetic field is not something that you study in primary school also, it's something that you study in secondary school, all right? And then in this case, okay, Alia's observation in part A demonstrates a property of steel. So what kind of property are we talking about? Is it because like, is it a conductor of electricity? But you all don't learn about, right? P4, you all don't learn about electricity. So definitely must be, the property is because it is a magnetic material, right? So put a tick in the table below to show the property that is observed. Magnetic force, yes. Okay, definitely not flexible or strong, but I hope you all remember what's the key things to look out for if the property is flexible or strong. If you want to test for the flexibility of an object, hopefully you all remember that you measure the distance. Okay, it bends. Or it bend, all right? So typically once you see an experiment that is measuring the distance that it bend, all right, that one is testing on the property of flexibility. Okay, what about strength or how strong a material is? You will okay measure the amount of load to break the material. Okay, so the keyword for flexibility is of course to bend, okay, and then the keyword for strength is to break, all right? I think magnet shouldn't be too difficult. Hopefully you still remember all your concepts, right? Magnetic force of like poles attract, like poles repel. But of course, the difficult one is always the stroking method and electrical method. A lot of P4s, I think, don't remember, especially the stroking method, right? And then electrical method, how do you increase the strength of the electromagnet? Okay, let me just scroll through, see any comments. How about magnetism for 5A? Magnetism for, wait, 5A? You mean 6A? The magnet exerts a magnetism, okay? But you must say attraction or repulsion, right? Is it attracting or repel? So the keyword is still attract, repel. Okay, when is Kahoot? Kahoot is going to be at about 8:20. No speed run. Speed run, no point of this already. No speed run. Is magnet a good conductor of heat? It depends. If the magnet is made of steel or iron, then it is a good conductor of heat. Can sorry, scrolling a bit too fast. Oh my goodness! Just now I saw a question, but it went is gone in the air already. Kahoot will be at 8:20. Is magnet a good conductor? Oh, I think okay. How to determine pose of magnet after stroking? So for the stroking method, right? Okay. Since someone asked, Ariel, yeah, right. You were asking, right? So if you have a piece of iron. Then you bring a magnet, close it, right? So if this is the north, this is the south pole, and this is the direction of the stroke, right? So you go in this direction. Then remember the start, right? Is always the same pole. So the start is the same. Here will be north. Okay, the part where you end or you lift off will be the opposite pole. All right. So this part here will be south. Okay, so this is a quick revision of your stroking method. Speed run, no speed run. Okay. How does the nervous system? Okay, you don't learn about the nervous system, right? Can you write the flexible clearer? Did I write flexible? I don't think I wrote the word flexible. Stroking method, so many questions. Okay, teacher Cage, why do you say in P5 they say forces not tested even if I learn it? Okay, Yan Bunko, I'm not sure what you are asking. Why do they say in P5 even they say forces not tested even if I learned it? Okay, I don't quite understand your question. So, got secondary and P6 later, they win Kahoot. I mean, this is open to everyone. Unfortunately, if you're in P4, maybe you can get your parents to help you, right? Unlike post attract, unlike post attract, yeah, like post repel. So many questions, yes. Okay, Onyx, your exam is tomorrow. Yes, good. I hope it is your science. Can go to the next question. Okay, yes, I think that is a good suggestion. Let's maybe move on to the next question, all right? In school, teacher teaches forces, but he said forces won't be tested for P5. Yeah, because in P5, y'all don't learn about forces. It's only in P6 then y'all learn about forces. Okay? Your P5 science is tomorrow. Well, I guess this will also help you to revise your P4 science. If you're having your exam tomorrow, then I think, oh, wait, Foxy, you say your tomorrow is your English exam. Oh, well, I don't teach English, but I think I learned Head Start. Yeah, forces is not a very difficult concept to understand. You can, of course, go and watch some simple YouTube video, right? Induction method is something that you learn in Sec 4, right? So definitely not in primary school, all right? Okay, let's move on to maybe question 7. John placed 4 similar plants, okay, in identical jars, each containing water at the same level as shown in the diagram below. Okay, so the first sentence already tell you a lot of information. Mainly, the question is trying to tell you what are the constant variables. Okay, hopefully you'll remember what is your constant variable, change variable, and measured variable, right? So all those that I have highlighted yellow are actually the constant variables. Okay, so water at the same level also. He then placed all the plants next to the window for an hour. So why does he place next to the window? Of course, he wants to expose them to enough sunlight. Okay. So looking at the diagram, there's a lot of things that are different. The first thing you must realize is the number of leaves are different. right? So this is probably something that you want to write down. Okay, number of leaves. Okay, different. Okay, what else is different? There's only one setup over here with the roots that is covered with a plastic bag, roots wrapped in plastic bag. So probably this is also another variable that you need to take note of, right? So the rest, the roots are pretty much the same. The plant looks like they are all identical plant. They look like they are all of the same water level. There is a layer of oil here, so I hope you all remember what is the layer of oil for. Okay, it is to prevent evaporation of water, right? So although you all don't in P4 you all are not tested on evaporation, but this is to ensure a fair test, right? So I would just say it is to ensure, okay, a fair test. All right. So for part A, which two setups, okay, should be compared to show that the roots of the plant absorb water? If you want to see which setup to show that the roots of the plant absorb water, then in this case, the change variable will be the roots, right? So looking at the setup, I think most of you already got the correct answer. Okay, A and C, right? So A and C, why do you all pick A and C? Looking at these two setup, okay, the number of leaves are the same. The water level is the same. The only thing that is different is the roots, right? One is covered, one is not covered, all right? So let us write down this answer first. Okay, so which two setup definitely you want to pick? Okay, setup A and C. Okay, and then you need to give a reason. Give a reason for your answer. So in this case, you see that between setup A and C, the only changed variable is okay. In this case, be careful. You cannot say the presence of roots. You must say the roots in contact with water. Okay, and of course, all the other variables are the same. So all other variables, it remains the same. Okay. So remember, in a fair test, there can only be one changed variable. Okay, so it will be better if you can write down what is the changed variable. Later have a break. It's just a 1 hour session, so I don't think you will need too much of a break. Okay, let me see if there's any question worthy to answer. A and C as the only change variable is the roots. Okay, yep, and it's better to elaborate, right? Faralicious to elaborate and say that all the other variables are the same. Okay, looks like nothing else. Then we move on to B. Okay, so John conducted another experiment. Okay, because he liked science, right? He liked to conduct experiment. So he used setup A and B. Looking at setup A and B, same thing. I hope you can identify like quickly what is the change variable, right? The change variable is the number of leaves. Okay, everything else looks like it is the same. So he measured the height of the plant. Sorry, not the height of the plant. He measured the height of the water level H for both setups at the end of the experiment. So what is John trying to figure out? Okay, so in this case, when he measured the height of the plant, right, he is trying to figure out how much water the plant took in, right? So in this case, since setup A and C, the change variable is the number of leaves. Okay, then the measure variable is the amount of water, right? What is John trying to find out? Basically, the question is asking you what is the aim, right? John trying to find out what is the aim of the experiment. Okay, be very careful because at this stage, if you write things like, just now I saw someone, I think It was Farah, right? Wrote to find out if um to find out if the number of leaves affect the amount of water taken in by the roots, right? Okay, but it's better to use to find out how, right? In this case, because the leaves is present in both setup, but they are in different number, all right? Okay, so in this case, let us write down to find out. Remember, the aim of the experiment is always like a question. So he wants to find out how does the number of leaves okay, how does it affect the amount of water okay taken in by the roots. Okay, Maverick, yeah, I was just highlighting, try not to say to find out if, right? In this case, you notice I said to find out how, right? To find out how does the number of number of leaves affect the amount of water taken in. So remember, the aim of the experiment is always a question. Okay, a question that is trying to figure out how does the change variable affect the measured variable. Okay, so I mean, okay, if you're trying to learn, maybe you just listen to what I'm saying, lah. Okay, and your focus should be also on the question and not on the chat. So even if people are spamming, right, don't need to look at the chats, right? You're not learning from the chat. Okay, let me just drink some water first while I read through the chat. Okay, I better mute the mic, if not you will hear me. Okay, I saw a very interesting question. Roots anchor the plant into the soil or water. Okay, then you got to ask yourself, can the roots hold onto the soil or can it hold onto the water? Okay, I believe that will answer your question. Okay, any other question? Gao, yes, about 8:20, we will start the count. I think we can start a bit earlier because we are already at the last question. Okay, any question about plants experiment? Hopefully you know that experiment is about the three types of variables, right? The change variable, measure variable, and constant variables. Hopefully you understand what are they. Okay, yes, the roots hold the plant firmly to the ground. Okay, any other question about plants? Roots can absorb water and mineral salt. Yes, that is the function of the roots. Roots absorb water. Yes. Oh, you are talking about C. Okay, now I know why you are spamming about the function of the roots. Okay, C is asking you to state another function of the roots. Okay, but be careful. The key thing is another function. So you cannot say absorb water and minerals. All right. All right. So you got to write down to hold the plant firmly. Okay, to the ground. Okay, because this question is about roots absorbing water, so you should not talk about the function of roots absorb water and minerals. All right. Okay. Yes, to hold the plant firmly to the ground. Okay. Let's see. Any other question? Teacher, is there any substance who can go from solid to gas without changing to liquid? Yes, you can change from solid to gas. That is called sublimation. Okay, even water can also do that if you heat it up fast enough. All right. How many pages is this paper? 4 pages only, Sayaka. All right. Can I write straight? Wait, what do you mean by can I write straight? Okay, is the answer for C. Wait, hold on. I am a bit confused. Is this paper very short? I don't think we can do a lot of questions within 1 hour. So this paper is not exactly long also, all right? It's not going to be 1.5 hours. It's just going to be 1 hour. It's just a very short live session to kind of help you all revise a bit, right? And then hopefully, you all will do well for your exam. If you do well for your exam, you can enjoy your holiday. If you enjoy your holiday, then you'll be more prepared for your next year, all right? What is the main function of the heart in the circulatory system? In P4, you are not tested on the function of the heart, but the heart pumps blood to all parts of the body. Can I write straight without firmly? To hold the plant straight to the ground. Okay, straight is not exactly the word we use to describe roots holding onto the ground. So I would not encourage you to use the word straight. Okay. I will not be answering any personal question, but let's keep the question about science. Sure, more coils around metal or more batteries can attract more metals. Okay, if you're talking about how to increase the strength of an electromagnet, yes, more coils around the rod, more batteries, use stronger batteries. Okay, those are the three key method to increase the strength of an electromagnet. Kahoot now. Okay, let me just spend 2 more minutes to answer question. Tell Miss Sherilyn. Tell her what? Your science is tomorrow. Okay. Until what, Gina? Okay. What is a magnet and how does it create a magnetic field? A magnet is basically something that exerts a magnetic field, right? But how does it exactly create a magnetic field? It is something that is really out of your knowledge. I don't think even if I explain it to you, you will understand. All right. Maybe you can type that into ChatGPT and ChatGPT will be able to answer you, provided you understand what they are talking about. Sure, very easy. Yes, this is P4, right? So hopefully, do you know Teacher Pauline? Yes, I know Teacher Pauline. GSL sounds familiar. Were you here like last? Okay. Any more question? If not, let me see. Okay. Just to do some recap on the Kahoot giveaway, right? So remember, when you join the Kahoot, join with your name, right? It's important that if you're one of the top three winners, unfortunately, only the top three winners will get to win something. Let me just show you all the prizes. I think this time around there's some pencil case. Is this a pencil case or wallet? Sorry, this is a wallet. Okay, there's some wallet to be won. There is this highlighter set. Okay, very pretty highlighter. Is it highlighter or pen? I think it's a pen set. All right. There's also this very nice looking pencil case, but it is boxed up, so I cannot see what is inside the box. All right. So this is actually a pencil case, a very nice looking pencil case also. Okay, and also just give me a few minutes to also maybe talk about. Let's see, how do I Okay, yeah. So we will be having live webinars also, which is basically our lessons that is conducted through Zoom, I believe. So we will be teaching primary English, primary mathematics, primary science, and creative writing also for English. Okay, there's also secondary 1 and 2 mathematics, right? So for science, if you are signing up the webinar lesson, you will definitely see me and teacher Jody, right? I will be teaching P5. Teacher Jody will be teaching P6. Okay, if I remember correctly. All right. Okay. Yes, we will be starting the Kahoot very soon. All right. I think I can start now, maybe, and then you can slowly join. Okay, but before that, let me just hold on. How do I close this? No, not the logo. Worksheet title. Follow live webinar. Is this the one? Okay, no. Okay, I want to leave this on. Okay, never mind. Let me just leave that on. I think it will block. Okay. Let me load the Kahoot first. Okay, so Cloud9, this today. Okay, I'm gonna host it live. I don't know who is Teacher Hazel, but I do know Teacher Angeline. Oh yes, cannot see because I deliberately blocked it. Okay, I am going to start the classic mode. Hold on, why is it not starting? Okay, so the game pin is 1209350. Am I able to copy it? Okay, I think I cannot copy it because I'm running it on my iPad. Okay, let's see how many people are around. I think there's about 100 of us, so I will expect maybe around, I will not expect more than 100 people joining the Kahoot, but that is already a lot of people, right? We already have 60. Okay, Yanbun, the top three will get the prizes. Remember to take a screenshot of, okay, let me just put up the giveaway rule again, right? Remember to take a screenshot if you're one of the top three places, right? It is also advisable that you put down your real name so that it's easy for us to contact you or to see who are they. Can I just say number? No, you have to key in the number. I think your name is Kelly Kitchen. Because say out, then how do I tabulate your score? Can bring to tuition. Wait, what do you mean by that? Okay. Okay, I am not very sure what you mean. Okay, just one more minute. Let's hang on for one more minute and wait for a few more people to join. We already have 70 something. A lot of people trying to fight for the top three. Go tuition and show our score to get our prize. It will be Yenbo, it will be easier if you send us a message, okay, and then we just mail you the prize. Of course, you can contact the admins in the A graded tuition center, I suppose. I'm not sure if that will work for you or not. Okay, I think we are going to start. I cannot join because cannot go in Kahoot. I'm not so sure. I do not teach at the Jurong Green CC, but I did come here for relief lesson before. In fact, I relieved teacher Pauline's lesson. Okay, 82. I think we can start now. Okay, you still can join. I'm not so sure through the number. All right. Okay, the first one. Identify the item that is a non-living thing that was never alive. Okay, so you got to place the pin. Okay, the key thing is it's a non-living thing that was never alive. Okay, the book and the ball. The book is paper. Paper is once alive. The ball is rubber. Rubber is also right. It came from a tree, right? So only the rock is correct. Okay. Looks like a lot of y'all got tricked. Ha ha ha. Multi-select. Okay, double points. Which animal group only breathe through lungs? Hi, the seal is saying hello. Okay, I hope you know what the seal is grouped under. And then it is only breathe through lungs, okay? Can anyone tell me what's the code? um, the code is 1209350. Okay, the code is 1209350. I think you still can join. Okay, a lot of y'all got memos correct, but a lot of y'all did not pick. Okay, no, wait. Reptiles also only breathe through lungs. Okay, but if you pick a bird, also breathe through lungs. Okay, but if you pick amphibian, remember amphibian also breathe through their moist skin. Okay, insect they do not breathe through lungs; they breathe through breathing tubes. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yep, 1209350. I think you still can join halfway. Okay, so Casey is leading the way, 3000. Oh, but Alexandra is very close behind. True or false? All animals with three-stage life cycles have young that resemble the adult. Hmm. Okay, Kara, there are 8 questions. Okay, it's actually false because do you remember frog? Frog is three-stage life cycle, but the young do not look like the adult. Okay. Question 4. Okay, what can you do to increase the magnetic strength of an electromagnet? Just now we were just talking about it. How do you increase the strength of an electromagnet? Hmm. Okay. Oh, well done. Looks like most of you all know what to do. Okay, the top 3 are very close at all. Okay, Alexandria is slightly ahead. I would say that. Again, true or false? All plants reproduce by seeds. Hmm. I see someone typing the answer. Don't know is it you're trying to trick people or okay, yeah, it is false because remember there are non-flowering plants, right? Non-flowering plants they reproduce by spores. Okay. Okay, question 6 is multi-select question. Properties of light. Okay, what is it? What properties are shown in this periscope? If you all remember how the periscope works. Hmm. And if you remember your concepts of light, there's only a few concepts of light. Still got 20 more seconds for you to slowly think. Okay, is it light can be blocked? Is it light can pass transmitted? Okay, I think there's some typo there. Light travel in a straight line. Is it light can be reflected? Oh, I think that one should be light can be transmitted. Okay, so yeah, light can be blocked because if the mirror is not blocking it, right, then you will just go through it, right? So light can be reflected because the mirror is reflecting the light. Light travels in a straight line because if it doesn't travel in a straight line, you will not hit the mirror. Okay, it is so hard. Yes, that's the whole purpose to make to test your right. Just now you all say the worksheet too easy. Now the Kahoot is more challenging than the worksheet itself. Okay, question 7. This is the second last question already. If you want to catch up, right? Which is not an important property. Wait, this is Nahida. Yeah, this is Kahoot for P4. So I don't think we will be running another Kahoot. There are 8 questions. Okay, so allow light to pass through is of course not important, right? It doesn't matter if the parachute allows light to pass through or not, but it definitely needs to be strong. You don't want the parachute to break halfway because your life depends on it, right? You definitely want it to be flexible so that you can keep it into a bag. Oh, okay. So Alexandria first, Ariel second, MJ the Great is third. Okay, but still very close. The top three. I think the next question, will we see changes in the top three? Okay, it's going to be a puzzle double point. Remember, puzzle is always about doing it slowly and steadily. Arrange with ascending amount of heat. So least heat will be at the top. The bottom one will be with the one with the most heat. I hope you all remember about the concepts of heat. What are the factors that will affect the amount of heat in objects? There are two factors. Number one is, of course, the temperature itself, and number two, the volume. There's no need to do too much calculation. This question is designed in such a way that you don't need to really calculate too much. Okay, anyway, you still got 10 more seconds to go, so don't need to use like calculus or what advanced mathematics or advanced science concept to or quantum physics to calculate. Okay, so this one is just a simple question on science, P for science. 50 ml 25 degrees Celsius is definitely the one with the least amount of heat energy. The temperature is the lowest anyway. Okay, and then after that, going up will be to 200 ml and so on, right? Okay. Okay, so in this case, hold on. Why does it say I'm inactive? Will the top three remain the same? Who is number three? Ariel. I don't remember Ariel just now was number one. Number two is who? Cheng. Oh, number two doesn't look familiar. What about number one? Number one is MJ the Great. Oh my goodness, where did just now who was number one? I remember number one wasn't MJ the Great. Cheng Hao suddenly like sneak in and cut into number two, right? Okay, good job. I think for those who want the top three, remember to take a screenshot and then remember to send a message to the admins. Okay, wait, let me put up the giveaway rule again. All right. Okay, so remember to take a screenshot, DM us, DM to at agrader LC or send a message to that number over there. Okay, and then the next live, remember, will be on Friday. It will be about a P5. Let me just put this up. Okay, so next live will be Friday 7:30 on P5 Science. If your science is next week, then I think it will be in time. If not, of course, you can also join to win some prizes, right? So hopefully you all learn something, right? I am not inactive. Okay, so let me just read through the comments. Hi, bye. Secondary science is so easy. Secondary science is so easy. Okay, Sec 1, Sec 2 is quite easy, lah, but Sec 3, Sec 4, it depends on what science you are taking, right? If you take physics, then it might be a bit challenging. Okay, bye bye. I hope you all learn something, got some good revision for your test tomorrow. I remember a lot of you all were saying tomorrow you got your science test, right? What prize will you win? Okay, there's this. Just now I was showing like this set of pen. There's some very nice looking wallet. There's also this very, I can't see the inside, but it's boxed up. It is actually a pencil case. Okay, I can't really this is actually a pencil case. Okay, so these are the prizes for the top three. Okay, but remember to contact us. Okay, if you don't, then all these prizes are mine. Okay. So you think I will pass my science? I think if you work hard, you definitely will pass. Okay. Okay, then I guess if there's no more other question, then I will see you in my next live, or you will see Teacher Jody on Friday. Okay? How do I end the live? Bye bye. Bye bye.